What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is SnakeMCGaming here, back with another episode of Minecraft Resource Pack Reviews. Oh, it's cracked. You know, that thing. Oh, it's terrible. I'll never do it again. I'm sorry. Alright. Anyway, today we are doing a 128 by 128 texture pack for Minecraft 1.6 entitled Flows HD Texture Pack. That's what it's called. So the resource pack is called Flows HD Texture Pack. There you go. Alright, anyway, moving on, let's go ahead. There is your menu screen. Your title screen. Ooh, I like it already. Now, keep in mind, it did say it was in beta mode. So it's not necessarily 100% finished. So I'm going to take into account that not everything might be finished in this texture pack. Alright, so let's go ahead and head on into the resource pack review world. I like the lettering, although I think that might be regular Minecraft lettering. Oh my god, I look odd. Oh, this is something else. Alright, so here we have the beginning of Flows HD Texture Pack. I'm going to go ahead and say I do not like the puke green wool, but what are you going to do? Alright, so let's go ahead and float on down to the ground and switch on over into survival mode, game mode survival. Alright, here we have the survival crafting grid. Very cool, very nice. I think some of this is going to be like an HD, smooth HD type version. I don't know exactly if there's a specific theme to this texture pack or not, so I can't take any points off if there isn't. Alright, so here we have the armor bar, the health bar, the food bar, and the experience bar down below. Alright, let's head on back into game mode C. Alright, and here we have the diamond sword. Hiya, hiya. Watcha, oh. And the bow, and the drawn bow, and the fired bow, and the arrow. Take a look at the arrow again from the side like that. Alright, actually looks pretty cool. Alright, moving on. Let's check out our tame dog. What's up, you adorable little Tang? I would take you home and pet you, you're so precious. Alright, moving on to the cats. Ooh. I like the cats and dogs already. Torches. And the stone stuff. Smooth stone, cobblestone, mossy cobblestone, stone brick, mossy stone brick, and cracked stone brick, and chiseled stone brick. That's what the tops look like. Let's go ahead and take a look at the top of the cracked stone brick just to be safe. Alright, moving on. Sandstone, smooth sandstone, and chiseled sandstone. That's what the top of chiseled sandstone looks like. We're speeding through some of this stuff, so I hope you get a good look. Alright, and we have sandstone slab and sandstone stairs. And moving on, we have the stone slab, which I really like that one. That one looks really cool. And the stone cobblestone stair and slab, and the stone brick stair and slab. And then we have the cobblestone wall and the mossy cobblestone wall. I'm not a fan of the mossy textures in this. I just don't like how it looks slightly darker with a slight green tint. Anyway, moving on to the trees. To the trees and wood stuff, starting with leaves, planks, and logs, from oak to spruce to birch to jungle. I really like the way the leaves look and the logs look. I don't know if I'm a fan of what the planks look like. Here we are, the saplings: oak, spruce, birch, and jungle. And then we have the stairs and slabs in the same order. Alright, moving on, we have, I do like the color of the jungle wood though. Here we have the fence with the gate. And into the tree room we go. Oh, I love the color of my floor. That's fantastic. Alright, anyway, here we are into the tree room. Those leaves are very detailed. I like those a lot. Oak. Spruce. Where are those little squares? That's weird. Anyway, jungle. And birch. Very nice. It looks almost like it's kind of trying to update. Uh-oh. Recycle texture. Recycle texture. I just did a texture pack review on this. That's all. You may want to get on this person. Alright, anyway. Moving on. Here we go. Here's what a village might look like in this texture pack. must say it doesn't look that bad. I can't hate on it too much. Alright. Let's move on. Alright. And here we are. And alright, on to the nether stuff. I am a fan of the netherrack, I will say that much. So here we are, the netherrack. The nether brick. Not a fan of the nether brick. It matches the netherrack too much. The obsidian. Glowstone. Anyway, soul sand and nether quartz ore. I get where they're definitely going with the nether quartz ore. They're trying to make it look like all the other ores, so I can't fault them on that. Here we go with the quartz block. The chiseled quartz block, which looks like stone brick, only in quartz form. And then the columns. Here's the top of the column. Looks like. Very nice. Alright, moving on. We have the quartz and nether brick stairs and slabs, along with another brick fence. And then we have all of the wool textures and the wool colors. Alright, here we have the regular clay block, the hardened clay block, and all the rest of the hardened stained clay. Alright, here we have the ore wall. On the top, we have all of the ore corresponding, or the corresponding ores and their corresponding storage blocks, starting in order from least rare to rarest. Alright, we have coal. I really like the coal block. Looks like a bunch of coal compressed into a block. Redstone. Lapis. Kinda don't like how these two are the exact same block with a different color. Gold. Or iron, sorry. Gold. Diamond. And emerald. I'll say my favorite block of all of them is the emerald block. I really like the jewel look that it's going for there. That's definitely really cool looking. And I do like the way the ores look. Alright, moving on. We have... Alright, it doesn't look like this thing supports connected textures either, so we don't even have to bother changing that. Alright, so here we have the ice. The snow layers, mycelium, sand, grass block, hay bale, gravel, doesn't really look like gravel, looks like a piece of stone, dirt block, sponge, which looks like a legit sponge, TNT, that's what the top of the TNT looks like, it's in a crate, so it doesn't have a difference, nice. Alright, here we have the end stone. The jack-o'-lantern and the regular pumpkin. Not a fan of either one of those. Alright, here we have the bricks and the brick stabs and slayers. I like the way those look. Cobweb. Redstone lamp and the lever. Turn it on. Not a fan. Alright, moving on to the dispenser and the dropper. Not a bad look. Here we are at the inventories. The note block. No, we've seen that block numerous times. And the jukebox. Alright, we have the trapdoor. The recycled from Das LaSalle's texture pack wooden doors. Now, I will say the iron doors are kind of cool, but they don't really fix the texture pack, and it makes me wonder if they were borrowed as well. But they are cool looking, I will say that much. Here we have the item hopper. Same texture as Das LaSalle's thing. So maybe they were using Das LaSalle's texture pack as a smooth, realistic texture pack as a template for some of their stuff. It's a possibility, but who knows. So daylight sensor. And then the different slabs. Or the slabs, I'm tripping. The pressure plates. The iron bars, the ladder, the vines, the crafting table, which doesn't look that bad. I kind of wish it would have had something on top, but other than that, it looks pretty good. Crafting grid. The furnace, which is a pretty good looking furnace. Here, let's go ahead, put a piece of wood in there and see what it looks like all cooked up. Alright, that's what it looks like on fire. Kind of like it. So here we have the different chests. Normal chest, the trap chest, and the double chest. The difference between the two chests, trap chest has a purple lock on it, whereas this one does not. Very cool. So here we have the ender chest. I like it. I wish the ender eye was a little bigger, but other than that, it's pretty nice. Here we have the anvils in all their various states of decay. I kind of like how their states of decay are, you know, dirty instead of cracked. And here we have the anvil inventory. Moving on, we have the bookshelves. The enchantment table, which looks very cool. Let's go ahead and enchant our diamond sword. Take a look at that. Nice. Alrighty. And we'll move on into the next room. Here we have the active and inactive redstone and its dust. Starting with active, we have the repeater, or the torch, the dust, and the repeater and comparator. I really like how these look. These are really cool. And here we have the inactive of the same design. I like how the arrows point to you which direction the repeaters are facing. The redstone could use a little bit of an upgrade, but it's not that bad. But the repeaters look and the comparators look really nice. Alright, moving on to the here we have the tall grass, the fern, the dead bush, and the 2 mushrooms. And then of course the cactus. And then the wheat looks just like Das LaSalle's wheat. The lily pads are a little too dark for my liking. The carrots, the potatoes, the pumpkins and their stalks, and the watermelons. And then we have the carpet. Moving on, we have the bent rail, the regular rail. This is the powered rail, which you can barely tell. The detector rail and the booster rail. Let's go ahead and turn them both on. See, now you can tell. So I see it. Okay, that's not bad. I kind of like that. Looks pretty cool. Alright, moving on, we have the minecarts. I like the little lights, the 2 different color lights on either side. Minecart with a chest, minecart with a furnace, minecart with TNT, minecart with an item hopper. Alright, here we have the boat, the flowing water, the still water, flowing lava, and still lava. Here's what you look like on fire. Can't really see that. Alright, here we have the skeleton head, the wither skeleton head, the zombie head, the Steve head, and the creeper head. And we have the beacon block and the beacon beam, which I can't tell if it's been changed or not. I think it might have been. And a sign for you guys. Alright, and moving on down the hallway, we go into the picture frame room, where we have various different HD pictures and artworks. Alright, moving on into the item room. Starting with the food. Looks like an uncooked cookie. And into the weapons and the armor. Let's go ahead and pull the armors out. They look a little funky to me. I don't know if I'm going to like the way these things look. Alright, so here we are. We have wood tools. Stone tools. Iron tools, gold tools, and diamond tools. Horse armor is not complete. Alright, let's go ahead and pop on into F5 mode, where we will take off this armor here and pop in our leather armor. Very similar to default. The leather armor is pretty decent looking. It doesn't really match the realisticness of some of the other elements of the texture pack, which is really bothering me. But other than that, it's not bad looking. Alright, move on to the chain armor, which the texture hasn't actually been changed at all. Alright, just the item itself. Iron armor. And we'll go ahead and move the diamond down so we have room. There's the iron. The gold. And the diamond. I'll go ahead and say the default armors look better than these do. Other than the leather is not that bad. Because the leather actually has some detail in it, whereas the other ones don't really seem to. Where's my F5 button? I'm pressing you. There we go. Oop, I never fixed that from the last video. Alright, let's go ahead and put these things back. I should probably just start taking these with me and then just putting them back later. Alright, here we are, moving on to the materials. I like how the diamond looks. Kind of. It doesn't really look like a diamond though, it looks more like a sapphire. Alright, moving on to the brewing stand. The cauldron with the water. Oh, I forgot to place the TNT back down. Alright, and into the brewing chest. Here we have the gas tier, blaze powder, fermented spider eye, magma cream, and glistering melon. On the top we have all of the regular enchantment bottles with the glass bottle, and the splash potion enchantment bottles. All of the different various books, including the enchanted book here in the end. Let's go ahead and take a look at what the books look like on the inside. Like a journal. Oh, god dang it. I wound up breaking my world here. Alright. Alright, moving on to the miscellaneous items. Name tag's not done. Neither is the lead. What is this? Oh, fireworks star. Alright, let's go ahead and get these two things out. Toss some enchantment bottles on the ground. I like the blue particles. And I kind of like the XP particles as well. Alright, let's go ahead and check out what the fire looks like. I'm not thinking the square particles on the top. Alright, moving on, let's go ahead and put those away. Mob eggs. I like it. Music discs. And the button, and the wooden button, and the two pistons. Oh wow, that's the first time that it's actually worked. And I jinxed it. Alright, let's go ahead and set up our TNT. Okay, and here we have the tripwire trap. Set it off. Very distinctive lack of fire in that explosion, but other than that, it's not that bad. Alright, let's head on into easy mode and see ourselves a creeper. We are one ugly ass creeper. Alright, iron, or golem, snow golem. Alright, and then of course the skeleton. What's up, skeleton? How you doing? The face lacks a lot of detail that one would expect in an HD texture pack, and it's really, really bothering me. Ugh, this bugs me a lot. Now, and for some reason, the weapons, the outside of the weapons, lack some sort of smoothness to them that I've seen in other HD texture packs. Here we have the iron golems, which look very similar to default, but obviously HD'd up. Alright, and we will now spawn ourselves a zombie. Oh. The zombie is by far my favorite mob, and it's definitely the most changed mob. But I wonder if maybe it was borrowed from another texture pack. Here we have the villagers, which looks similar to the original villagers, but obviously HD'd up and with very scared eyes. Let's move on to the spider. Ooh. You are different. Alright, and the horses and the pack mule are not done. Alright, move on to the cave spider. Smaller version of the regular spider. And the ocelot. Very cute. And then, of course, we have the zombie pigman. Ooh, you are scary. I like that. You look good. I'm still not liking the serrated looking edges of those swords. Alright, here we are with the mushrooms. And moving on into the slime. Very cute. I love slimes. They're my favorite mob in the game. Alright, moving on to the chickens. Once again, very serrated edges on those things. I feel like they didn't put enough pixels in there. I don't know what it is. It doesn't look right. I've seen smoother edges on HD texture packs, but maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? Alright, moving on, we got ourselves the Enderman. Ooh, that's a different color for an Enderman. Huh. You're interesting. Alright, let's move on to the wolf. Hey, wolf, look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Psst, look at me. Hey. Adorable. Alright, moving on to the silverfish. You know what's interesting? I've never seen anybody make a silverfish look like a legit silverfish. Why would I spawn anymore? Here are the cows. Alright. And then we have the blaze. I like. And then the sheep. You got some weird faces there, sheep. Magma cream, or magma cube. Very cool. Pigs. Oink, 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 oink. Oinkity oink, oink. And then we have a bat, which definitely is finished. And then we have the witch. Definitely borrowed from Das LaSalle. I remember that witch very vividly. And then we have the squid. It's a pretty good squid. Alright, now moving on to the ghast. Very good ghast. Very nice, I believe it. Of course, they don't get angry at you. I'm not going into survival mode right now. And then, of course, this isn't done, but let's go ahead and take a look at the horse inventory. This actually looks like the regular inventory. It doesn't even look HD'd up. Alright, moving on into the different things. Here is your nether portal. I feel like I've seen that portal effect before. Let's move on into the nether. Alright, so here's the nether for you. The quartz ore really stands out. The glowstone really stands out, but they both look like they belong in the nether. Alright, let's go take a look at what the nether fortress looks. Yeah, I knew it. The nether fortress's color is too similar in shade and color to the nether rack. The beauty of the regular Minecraft texture pack, the default resource pack, is that the colors of the nether rack are so varied and different on the nether rack that the simple one-note color of the nether brick contrasts well with the rest of the nether. And a lot of other texture packs do that. This nether nether brick would have done much better, I would say, if it adopted the color of what appears they decided to use the soul sand for, a more blacker color, or maybe even gone a little bolder and made the nether fortress's nether brick white, or a bluish, a darker blue or something would have been interesting. Maybe even a darker purple, more like obsidian than the regular one. Here's a skeleton, or the nether skeleton, which looks like a recycled version of the, or recycled turned black version of the regular skeleton. And there's those serrated edges. Oh, that's gonna bother me. Alright, let's move on. Go build ourselves a wither. Is that gravel? Yeah, it's gravel. All in all, the nether is so far my favorite part of this texture pack. The nether, for the most part, goes really, really, really well together. Other than the nether brick, obviously. Alright, so here we go. Here's your wither. He looks like an alien, almost. I like it. Looking good. Alright, let's go ahead and go into peaceful before he decimates my little spawning area here. And moving on down into the nether portal we go. Alright, so let's take a look at your end portal. I really like the way the end portal blocks look. And the actual portal itself is similar to default. But the portal blocks look really nice. Alright, let's go ahead on into the nether. Or into the end, not the nether. Alright, let's go take a look at these endermen. I don't know how well they stand against... I mean, you can still see them. I just feel like they blend in a little too much with the stone. But I will say that the very dark or vibrant purple does contrast very well with the end stone color, so I like that. Alright, let's go ahead and piss off ourselves an enderman. Okay, you're kind of scary. I've seen scarier. Alright, let's move on. Let's go ahead and take a look at what our bedrock looks like. Alright, it's just a really black stone color. And then... no, not a fan of that egg. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look, see if the fireworks have changed. And then we will give ourselves a rating. Head on to the peaceful. Want to give ourselves a rating. Oh, we got to see what the night sky looks like too. Forgot to show you guys the skyline. Alright, let's go ahead and head on over here. We're going to make ourselves a little thing. Going to show you the command block first. Well, that is a nice command block. I will admit, I love this command block a lot. It looks cool. Alright, let's get rid of some of that redstone. Oh, that's interesting. Cool. Alright, anyway, so let's time set 18,000. There's the night sky for you, and the moon. Looking good. Pop out. Alright, let's take a look at the firework texture. And pop off some fireworks. Oh, those are definitely HD'd up. Wow, that looks nice. These are some of the best looking changed fireworks I've seen in any texture pack. Ooh, wow, I really like the change of these fireworks, I gotta say. Usually zooming in makes them look bad. Alright, well, you definitely get a 100% on your fireworks, my friend. Alright, time set 0. Now, that has been Flow's HD Texture Pack. So, there was quite a few things, in fact, that I just was not a big fan of. I definitely loved the way your clay blocks looked. The colors were bright and very vibrant, and that's one of my favorite things about the clay blocks, is they're bright and vibrant, but they look smooth and yet somewhat a little bit dull every now and again. Some of your wool textures bother me a bit, and I'm not a fan of that line around the smooth stone. It's always bugged me. A lot of your stone choices were good. I'm not a fan that a lot of these textures have been taken from a texture pack that I know pretty damn well. I mean, I should know. I had to refilm that episode 3 times. Anyway. Maybe you use it as a template. I hope you use it as a template and you didn't just steal it. But you're definitely getting deducted some points for that. Your nether was pretty phenomenal. It's definitely my favorite part of your texture pack, other than the color of your nether brick. It just doesn't contrast well against the netherrack for me. I wasn't a fan of your armors. And your explosion was lacking explosioniness, if that makes any sense. Anyway, that's just a couple of things that I can remember off the top of my head. You had some very good textures, and then you had some very bad textures. And every now and again, it just didn't seem like the texture pack had a set feel. It just sort of felt like some of the textures were just kind of thrown in there. You know, it didn't match a theme, and that's why themed texture packs usually always come out the best, because you stick to a very specific type of theme, and you continue on with that theme throughout the entire source of the texture pack. That's why texture packs like Sphax does very well, or Dazzler's Smooth Realistic texture pack. Every bit of her texture pack and of the man who created Sphax or Sortex Fanver, they made a texture pack that flowed well with a very specific type of feel and theme that they were going for from the very beginning. So I'd recommend, if you're going to change this texture pack or your next texture pack project, you think about a specific theme that you want to do and you start from there. Okay? Alright, well, that has been texture pack reviews. Remember to, if you guys want your texture packs reviewed, or you have a texture pack that you just love that you want to see me review and go over, feel free to follow me on Twitter. There will be a link in the description below underneath the link to download this particular texture pack if you enjoyed it. And send me a link to your texture pack, and I will check it out. You can also direct message me on YouTube if you feel like, if you don't feel like going to Twitter. Also, go ahead, post in the comments. Let me know what you thought of this texture pack and what rating you would give it. I just realized I forgot to give this texture pack a rating, so I am going to rate this texture pack. I'm going to have to give you a 2.5, which is the lowest rating I've ever done. Simply because whilst there were some great textures, and some decent textures, and some not very good textures at all, for the most part, the biggest amount of points you lost was A, borrowing from other textures, or B, the theme wasn't prevalent. It didn't, the textures just, some of them just didn't flow well together. But I digress. Okay, that's the end of this video. Remember to post in the comments, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. That's it. Alright, I will see you guys next time. Peace out.